What is going on, guys? Welcome to 406 Made. Today we are doing kind of a weird video. I've never done a video like this, but we are asking deep questions. I'm going to be answering them so you know a little bit more about me, and you can actually ask your own questions down in the comments below or on any of my social medias. I'll leave those in the description so you can contact me there. So, without further ado, I'm 14. Let's get deep. Whoa, that was cringy. Alright. Question number 1. My greatest accomplishment. My life really isn't that exciting. Probably my greatest accomplishment is this YouTube channel, 406 Made, which you're watching right now, which is currently at 79 subscribers, strangely. I never thought that I would make it this far, and I'm not stopping or anything, but like, just thank you guys for getting us past 75 subs. This isn't the 75 sub special, but that will be coming out soon. I haven't started filming. I don't really have ideas for it. Put those in the comments below as well. And on to the next question. Question number 2. My favorite childhood superhero and why? Growing up, my favorite childhood superhero was always Spider-Man. #1 pick every day. Dressing up in that Spider-Man costume, running around the house. I just like Spider-Man because it was one of the first superhero movies that I was ever introduced to as a kid, and like the animated series, which I have the entire set up on my wall. I just really liked his like quick-witted like comments and stuff, and like how he was able to talk trash about the bad guy as he was able to like beat them up. I was actually such a big Spider-Man fan growing up. For my 4th birthday, I think, I got this little Spider-Man plug-and-play game. This is the one that I played on the channel a couple days ago. This video, actually, go check that out if you already haven't. It's pretty fun. But on to the next question. Question number 3. Most embarrassing moment at work. Well, I don't really have a job right now, so I guess this YouTube would be my job, and I'm not really embarrassed of it. I kind of embrace how cringy it is, but my very first video, intro video with Braden, definitely check out that video. Oh, it's grand. You'll have a good time, I guarantee it. Alright, next question. Question number 4. What is my nearest death experience? Question number 4. My nearest death experience. Okay. I'm not sure exactly how old it was. I think it was like 6, maybe 7. But I was going to the store with my mom, and she told me to get in the car and buckle in. Me, being the little kid I was, I immediately jump in the driver's seat, and I'm driving around like zooming, you know, freaking speed racer out here, you know, zooming. And I was a very visual learner as a kid, so I learned that if you grab the stick on the right side of the steering wheel and you pull it and then go down, it will make the car move. So I thought, oh, this will be funny. Like, you know, just clicked it down, and I happened to click it into neutral. And our driveway was set up to where it was like at an angle, which is normal for most driveways, and then it was the road. But unfortunately for me, there was this kind of hill. It was very steep. In the wintertime, we would sled down it. It would be so much fun. But in this story, it's not so much fun. So I start rolling, and the door is still open. So I'm just sitting in the driver's seat, and I'm scared little 6-year-old. I don't know what to do. I can't reach the foot pedals. I remember my sister. She was about 10 at the time. She ran out of the house screaming, "Mom, Mom!" and she grabbed the bumper of the car, and she was pulling so hard to try to stop it. But that's a 4,000-pound car versus a little 10-year-old, so it obviously didn't help. I rolled down off the driveway onto the road, and then when I came to the edge of the road, the car started going down the hill, obviously. The hill was very like rocky, and it wasn't smooth at all, so the ride down was very bumpy. And I probably wouldn't be here today if I didn't grab the passenger side seatbelt, because me bouncing around in that car, I hit my back on the like headrest of the driver's seat like 4 times on the way down. Very rough, and I almost fell out and got ran over, or that was a possibility that could happen. When I reached the bottom of the hill, I rolled for It's quite a bit. I'm not sure exactly. It was a while ago. Um, but I was stopped by a tree that, fuck, I was stopped by a tree, and when the van hit the tree, it crushed it quite a bit. Back window shattered, license plate shot off. Found it like 4 months later. um, but my mom, she was pregnant with my little brother. She comes just bounding down the hill like she jumped. You know, she was flying, and she was crying, making sure I was okay. I just kind of like slither out of the car. I'm like, "What's up, mom? Like, I'm sorry, da 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 da," because I knew I was in trouble. I like that was a big no no. Driving the car around, I really wasn't even supposed to be in the front seat. So they took me up to the emergency room, got me checked out, and I was fine. But I think that was probably my closest near-death experience. Next question. Question number 5. How do I cope with things when they're not going my way? I'm the kind of person that really doesn't give a fuck. So like if things aren't going my way, I just kind of like lean back and let life take its course. So if I'm in a situation I don't like, I just kind of hang out for a little bit and, you know, don't really do much. I just kind of wait for it to be over. When I cope with like sad things, you know, you just kind of cry and stay in bed for a while. There have been kind of dark times throughout my life where I have dealt with depression and that kind of stuff. And like there was times where I felt helpless and like nobody can help me. You know, it's just over. But talking to my friends and counselors helped me out a lot. It doesn't always seem like it in the moment, but it does. So if you are feeling like that, please get help because somebody cares about you. I guarantee it. If nobody does, I do. I don't even know you and I care about you. So get reasoned. Next question. Question number 6. My weirdest habit. This is actually a little story about how one of my closest friends had met me. I was down by this creek, just kind of hanging out, swimming with a few of my buddies, and then what happens when you go down by the creek, you just call one buddy, and then that buddy calls another buddy, and then those buddies call 4 buddies, and then there's 8 buddies at the creek. And you just kind of all hang out, and you swim, and you have fun. You know, it's a good day. This guy, we're going to call him Alex. He he comes walking down the hill, like down to the little stream that we were swimming in, and my weirdest habit is zoning out sometimes. Like I'll just be sitting there and I'll just stare at a point, like mostly on the floor or just around my surroundings, and just kind of think to myself. And I remember busting out laughing because he comes walking by and he's like, "What's up with this kid, man? He looks like a gecko," just kind of just staring, not doing anything. And yeah, it was pretty grand, but I'm gonna have to say my weirdest habit is just zoning out constantly. Next question. Number 7. What do people misunderstand most about me? When I was growing up, like earlier when I was talking about favorite superheroes, I would get dressed for school every morning, like first grade in kindergarten, and I would go to school, and then I would get picked up by my mom or my dad, and then we would go home. As soon as I got home, I would strip into my underwear and put on my Spider-Man costume. I lived as Spider-Man. I was Spider-Man as a kid. Literally wore that costume until it had holes in it, like in the knees and the elbows, everything. It was scraps when I had it last. I was left alone a lot as a kid. Like I was obviously like checked on and watched and stuff, but my parents didn't really like play games with me or anything. I kind of had to be up to my own imagination because I grew up poor, still am poor. I didn't have a TV or like a PlayStation or anything. I was only like 6, you know, so having the time of my life, just living. And I didn't talk a lot. Like I was very shy in school because I never really was taught to have friends or how to keep friends or keep up a conversation. And so I would do 0 talking in a day. Like the most talking I would do was like maybe a grunt or something for sound effects when I was Spider-Man. And that kind of, it didn't mess me up as a kid, but it wasn't the best for me. Because now when I talk to people, like I struggle speaking and like getting my mind out. Like you can see in most of the videos, this video, I will say something and then I'll be like, oh wait, no, that's not what I meant, or I'll say something that will confuse you, and then I have to just like fix it. Like I don't communicate my thoughts well. Like that little clip right there, you can cut that out and just send that out there, because it took me like 30 seconds just to say that I don't communicate my thoughts well. Like that's just all I wanted to say, and that was my answer for what, and that's my answer to the question. So, next. Question number 8. Who is behind your metaphorical mask and why do you hide them? Honestly, I don't know. We're just gonna have to find that out, I guess. Question number 9. Who do I look up to the most in life? That's a tough one. Tall people. Question number 10. My personal mission in life. My personal mission is mostly the reason that I started this channel. I just want to help people and make sure that I can make it, as many people happy as possible. Because throughout my life I've had some really dark times, and it hurts me a lot now, realizing that there's a lot more people in even worse places and they really don't have any place to go. So I try to like reach out in this channel and be like, hey, you know, like everything's gonna be all right. I'm not gonna say that I can help you, but I'm not afraid to try. I just want to. If I had to put it into like a saying or like like this is my mission, it would have to be like to help people and just to make sure everyone is going to be okay at the end of the day, you know? Next question. Question number 11. Am I negative to myself? Very much so. I'm a dumbass idiot. I can't fluently speak English. I speak fluent stupid. So it happens, you know, I don't care. It's all good. Question number 12. What message do I want to communicate to the world? Before I get into that, I just want to say a quote from Bill Gates. The quote that he said was, I would get a lazy person to do a job because a lazy person would find an easy way to do it. And I was talking to one of my friends, and I was just talking, you know, just kind of bullshitting like what I'm doing in this video, and I said, oh yeah, I'm a very lazy person. Like I'm genuinely lazy. Like that's just me, you know. It's just a fact. And they were like, oh, don't put yourself down. Don't do that to yourself. Like it's all right, you know. It doesn't matter. Like I'm all good. It's my life. I can live how I want. And that's exactly the message that I want to send to people: is live how you want. In other words, give 0 fucks. Question number 13. Why don't people watch your videos? I don't know. There are a few of my videos on the channel that, like, my drawing videos, they get, I think one of them's at like over 200 views, which is insane right now. Like, I never thought that my video would even get a single view other than myself and my friends for bully material. But a few of my videos, like the Resident Evil ones I just uploaded, those ones only get like 1, maybe 2 views. And I'm not really understanding why, so if you guys, if you even view this video, if you could put it down in the comments below, ways to make my videos more interesting so you guys will actually enjoy watching them, so I can reach more people. I think that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, press the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you can get notifications of all my videos like this. And thank you for watching this far. If you made it this far, comment down below, because I've already asked you to comment like 6 things this video. So make sure you do that, and subscribe and like the video and comment and hit the bell. and like and subscribe. And then unsubscribe. And then subscribe again. Then refresh your feed. And then subscribe again if you haven't. Bye-bye!